Oh, I see something. Is that the missing crystal? Hell yeah. Alright, let's... That must be where the audio log is.
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Witcher mutations, an introduction to research. Before embarking on any considerations of the mutations undergone by Witchers, let alone researching them, one should be aware the specific physiology and biochemistry of these individuals. The transformation they experience during the trial of the grasses, which are widely considered to be irreversible, cause Witchers to become infertile, while significantly increasing their physical strength and sharpening their senses. The processes also deprive Witchers of emotion and human reflexes. It's just funny because I feel like our Geralt is very emotional. Although information about the trial of the grasses and other transformations to which young adepts of the Witcher craft are subjected is strictly protected by Master Witchers and Witcher Sorcerers. Ludovic Celestin of Ban Ard claims the albumin of Grey Scoliopendromorphs, this strain of giant centipedes, more commonly known as pale widows, wow, there's so many names for these things, constituted the basis of Witcher mutagens. However, all research confirming this theory has been lost. That is interesting. Very interesting that these giant centipedes might play a role in Witcher mutations. So that was the audio log. I don't see anything in here. Let's go back to the contraption. Let's see this memory, this diary.
Just need to pick an entry.
Yes, we're gonna pick the 4th.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Oh man. Okay, let's leave.
Seen enough.
Yes. Seen enough. Why does this keep going? I guess we can go back if we wanted to rewatch. Now we need to acquire mutated giant centipede albumins. Is that loot? No. So it is this way. And the hole in the wall. Wait a minute. Here's another crystal. Do we need that crystal? What is this? What's going on here?
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
Most likely. Most likely. Your liver is mine. Let's see. Centipedes! I forgot. We need insectoid stuff, right? Giant centipedes are... Yes, insectoid oil and Yurden. You know what we should do before we move on is save. There we go. There we go. Let's get this
That
albumin.
stench.
Oh, Yurden. Oh, okay.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
Oh, there goes that Yurden. Oh. Oh, okay. There we we go. Couldn't hit him the last time.
You in there.
Oh, there's two. That's great. Get this Yurden again.
Damn.
Ow. Ow. See if they come into my Yurden. There we go. Got one. One down. Let's get this last guy. But, oh! Stood right there. He's stuck though. Ooh, nuts. So close. Great. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Need your eggs.
Need your eggs. Let's get this albumin. Which is... Let's just keep going. Okay, let's go up here. For some reason, I thought that was the way we came in. Is not. Here we go. Oh, oh, so close. Woo, one try. Let's see what's down here first. Ooh, some eggs. Let's loot them. Oh, the eggs. There we go. So we need to place the centipede eggs in Professor Moreau's contraption and start the machinery. What is over here? What's... Oh, hello? Alright, what is over here? This looks like an Ard. Huh. Oh, there it is. Is this a lab? Just a... Oh! Very convenient. Okay. Dropping on in. Alright, so let's, we have to place it or somewhere over here. Behind. There it is.
No point going in wearing full gear. Gotta drop my armor, leave my weapons.
Geralt, you are brave to go in there, Nikki. Oh man, we're doing this.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Geralt's like, I live forever. It's cool. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen. Oh man, so brave. What could possibly go wrong? Now we have to leave the lab. Alright. I'm kind of curious to see what the quest updated to. Alright, so to Geralt's delight, the professor's plan failed to achieve its desired results. This failure could be of use to the Witcher, however, for by mixing the professor's secret formula into his bloodstream, he gained access to a whole range of new mutations. These promise to make him stronger, faster, more resilient. In short, better. Geralt looked forward to putting them to the test in combat. So it sounds like a mutation that, like, the vampires use to make him stronger, faster, and definitely more resilient. Let's see. So we have to leave the lab. I don't know what differences happened, but we should put our clothes on. Let's do that. What were we using? That one, that one. There we go. And my crossbow. My 41 bolts. Very good, back to normal. So let's leave this lab.
The power cell for portals.
That's what I thought.
Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Hell yeah, was it Ard? Yes. Very curious. Whoa! Right out here, okay. Gone. So it failed, or what? Did we get mutated? Did we get faster and more resilient? Did it failed? I know it failed on Jerome or whoever he was doing it on, but all right. So that was Yennefer's quest. We finished it. We have one quest in our whole entire log. Oh my god, we didn't fail that. We completed that one. Wow. Okay, that was kind of cool. Doing a little Yennefer quest there. So that was interesting. So we need to go back to the main story, back to where it all started on stream, day 1 of Blood and Wine. We did leave off with the Yennefer note, and now we're moving on to meet Regis at Mare Cemetery. I'm not even gonna pronounce that. Mare Cemetery. Yes. So let's read a little description on what we are doing. The Beast and Geralt's clash had been violent, albeit brief. Now with it done, Geralt could have a chat with his long-lost friend Regis, a higher vampire. Regis revealed that the creature terrorizing Beauclair was none other than his dear friend Detlef. It's a diddle. Detlef. Geralt now understood he was pursuing a truly dangerous foe, a higher vampire, one of Regis's ilk. And then the Witcher in the vampire heard a clamor. A posse was drawing near, so Geralt and Regis cut their conversation short. Preferring not to draw any attention, the vampire disappeared, but not before inviting the Witcher to pay him a visit at temporary quarters he'd established at the local cemetery. You had better believe it. Mare la Chaiselog is what I think is pronounced. So let's see what's going on with him and learn more about this Detlef. He will pronounce it better than me shortly. So let's pay him a visit at his home here at the cemetery. Oh, there. Okay.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Oh, these things. Not a fan of that. Not a fan. I can never get near. And there's ghouls. We got all sorts of monsters here. Okay, where are you? All the way down there. Ow. Oh, those things, not a fan at all. There's a cave here.
Ugly bastard.
Ow. Let's get some Quen on. We good? We good. Alright, it seems like we're good now. Okay, so we're going in here. Knocking.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
I see where the cave comes in. There's some red down there also. Let's find this entrance. Looks like it. Yes. I'm gonna go. Okay, there we go. Just dropping. Wee! Ooh, a Kikimore. Oh no.
Come on. Kikimores. Victuals aplenty around here.
Ooh. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh, bugs. They got a bug problem. Get rid of these eggs. We'll do everybody a favor.
That's some stench.
Just doing my part. Okay, there's a left and a straight. Ooh, let's hard that. Yes, members only 12 to 130. Yep, switch over. So we'll go the long way around. And then we'll meet back up over there. It's punching nothing. Let's see. Just desecrating some graves while I'm here. Ooh, repair kits. Yes. Yes, I am. I've been running out of
Someone placed an illusion
or no,
here.
armor. Weapon repair kits have been very valuable. See you later, Strive.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state.
Yep, I'm on.
Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands.
Huh.
Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
What's going on?
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Okay, he's missing a hand. What do you want to use the hand for? I'm so confused.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, So without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Oh, I just got chills because this is like moving forward. So can't you just summon Dettlaff? Actually, let's talk about the ring first. The ring. What's its importance?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Alright, so can't you just summon Dettlaff?
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Okay, well, brew the decoction then. Let's do it. Get on with it.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Who are you summoning?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
No drinks. Need a nap. Yeah, you know what? Let's drink. Let's have some fun. Old friend.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Oh.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Oh, alright. Interesting. Seems you choose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is a setup trying to get me to confess something. Got a lot of secrets. This is a setup This is a setup.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Let's see. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Yeah.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
So, of course, the standard question to ask a vampire. What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
All right, so how are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood?
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Okay, so what is regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
That was a while ago.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help.
Oh.
However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Okay. Interesting. Know what? Let's talk later. Nah. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific? Yeah. Let's see.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always.
What is he getting
I like being on the path.
out of this?
Like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Man, I couldn't fathom thinking about Geralt not being a witcher, like wanting to be something else. Geralt the farmer. Not many options, though, you know?